Alright, so you've been asking me to get new and hard-hitting guests on the podcast. I'm up here in Manchester right now. Been watching ex-con Cody's videos on YouTube for going back a year or so now. Brilliant content. He's got hard-hitting prison stories. He was deep in the gangster lifestyle with the Manchester Salford gangs. So we'll do his whole story when we get him on the podcast. If you're familiar with Cody, if you watched any videos, please put some comments below this. I'm also going to put the link into his YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it. I'm going to help Cody build that channel up because his content is so great. But just for today, we're going to do a couple of videos just to introduce Cody to the YouTube subs I've got. Can you just briefly introduce yourself to them, Cody?
How you doing, guys? You alright? Obviously, Shaun's leading this. He's great at what he's doing. Definitely like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Myself, I'm Cody, I'm 35. I was born in Huddersfield in Yorkshire, raised in Manchester. Had a bad childhood, like a lot of us have. Ran away from home, was sexually abused. Wasn't academic in school. Saw crime as a shortcut to the top. And yeah, it just became, I was a doorman. I went from being a bully victim from a young age to end up doing security. I've done security for a few celebrities, quote unquote, actors, boxers, wrestlers, all that sort of stuff. Started working the doors, became involved with like a notorious Manchester gang, the Gooch gang. They wanted to sell drugs in the club. I wanted to make a backhander. If you control the door, you control the flow of drugs coming into the club. Very lucrative. I was making money, they was making money. It was win-win for all involved. In 2007, 11 of the gang were jailed for 235 years.
If people want to Google that headline,
yeah.
How do you spell that, Gooch gang?
So Gooch, Golf, Oscar, Charlie, Hotel. Gooch gang, Gooch Close was the original, there was an original postcode gang here in Manchester, the Donington and the Gooch and stuff that were rivals. So yeah, they ended up being in jail for 2 murders, conspiracy to commit murder, firearms, drugs, conspiracy to supply Class A drugs and everything in between. That then transpired that when I was working the door in Manchester again, became friendly with a well-known figure from the city of Manchester, from a notorious crime family called Dominic Noonan. I was, in the eyes of the police, I don't say this, but in the eyes of the police, I was like his right-hand man. Very interesting character. Was later convicted of sex offences. Now I'm not going to be drawn on that. I came away from him when the first time I ever went to prison actually was as his co-defendant on a witness intimidation charge. I don't talk shit about people. I just wish him the best. And like I say, he's currently incarcerated in Strangeways Prison, or HMP Manchester. Strangeways is notorious because of the riots back in 1990. I now do YouTube and stuff. I do a lot of interviews with the media. I do documentaries. I'm nobody, guys. I'm not an expert on anything. I don't claim to be an expert. I'm an expert in my own life, my own experiences.
That's what we're interested in. He's had some fascinating experiences, and I reckon we can, sit down with Cody, get a good 2 hours out of him at least in the next podcast. But I'm going to do another video on my channel about what happens to sex offenders in the UK prison system from what Cody experienced. I'll put that one up here next after this video. So appreciate all of your love and support and comments. Cheers from Manchester.
Take care, guys.